was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like
forward.
a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Alim Abrams. I'm a primary school principal here in Bishop Lavis, member of the Old Black of 1981, that was formed in 1981, and still a proud member of the Bishop Lavis Action Community.
Marlene Bardens. I'm the event planner as well as the local fundraiser for BLAC.
I'm Victor Altenstedt, founder member and also the Secretary General of the Bishop Lavis Action Community.
I'm Beverly Fortuin, Vice President and also Operations Manager at Bishop Lavis Action Community.
My name is Graham Siebrits, pastor of a local congregation, Adonai Gate family. I'm also an executive board member of BLAC.
My name is Wesley Moodley. I'm the Secretary of the Bishop Lavis Religious Leaders Forum, and I'm also a proud member of BLAC.
This system of apartheid capitalism has taken the dignity of people and the humanity of a person. It has taken it away. You know, our people feel like they are not worth anything. Within this organization, through our engagement with our fellow citizens, residents, and our fellow members of the community, we try to give that sense of community and that sense of ownership, to give that back to the community, to make us people who care for each other. Because nowadays, within this system, if I'm okay, I don't need to worry about the rest.
Not my
you know,
problem,
it is whilst I am okay, as long as I have food.
Yeah.
Where's this thing of help thy neighbor? You know, none of these things. And within BLAC, we need to get that ethos going again within our community, because our people have been seriously, the scars of apartheid capitalism has left our people seriously with no dignity. It has robbed us from a humanity.
Last year in June, this community had the highest rate of killings ever in Bishop Lavis. The genocide, and I'm calling it a genocide, is that, and the sad part of the story is that there's we don't see the blue bus. We don't see the political leaders coming to our aid. And so our communities are left on its own.
That's right.
Last year, our community were paralyzed. And so the first event that we staged was simply not to tell the community how bad they are, but to mourn and to be with our community. And so what we did last year was simply to take our sound equipment and to have a sing-along with our community. Like the celloists of Sarajevo, every place where the bomb fell after that incident, he would go and play music. What we simply did was to take the music and to go to the people, to the mamas and the families who lost a loved one, not to judge them, not to tell them how wicked and how bad they are, but simply to tell the community, and this is our message, that we are not here for ourselves. We are here to build community with community.
This thing like the walking bus, where there's gangsterism within your community, kids do not feel safe, to walk to school. So now you get members from the community, mostly women, who would form a walking bus, escorting these kids safely to school.
Back again.
Now we in BLAC, we are also busy initiating projects like that, which can be transplanted into other communities. But how do we do that if we do not get the necessary support and the necessary buy-in from the necessary structures?
This is what throws a spanner in the works is when we have a tool that is working, but we do not get the support from the structures, the local structures, the local governments. If we get the support from local government, like our ward councillors and so forth, so much more can be done, and we can be able to reach, and they can take that message to the next level. But if there's a blockage, then the next level does not know what's happening right down at the bottom. You know, we're doing all the work at the bottom, and we're working so hard and so tireless, and so, you know, but we need to get these ward councillors and get them on board, you know, and
Because you see what Arlene also mentioned about other communities, you know, I mean, this thing, for instance, like the walking bus, it was something which started off in Hanover Park, and then they could adapt it to other areas. You know, it is something that works.
yeah.
We can also have those kind of projects.
The problem with Aisha, our ward councillor, this is our ward councillor, Ward 24. The problem with Aisha is we've taken over her job. We're doing what she is supposed to do. And currently, all the projects or whatever we do, it's really for the community. Aisha works in isolation. She have her own group of people that she works with. We have so many, we have projects where we need funding or we cannot go to her because we got the message, ek wil niks met die mense te doen nie. That is hearsay, but people, that's part of our WhatsApp group, said, but that is what the woman said. Wesley, you went to Aisha. She didn't want to come to one of our meetings, we've invited her. So what we're doing her work. She's supposed to launch all these projects because she's a ward councillor.
And I mean, you even went as far as writing her an email.
I sent that
you know,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yes, I sent an email.
just to invite her, because at her meeting, she was the one who asked us, don't you want to come and work?
Yes.
Don't you want to work with me? So we said, okay, you're looking for tunadrang?
Yes.
We're going to give you
Yes.
the tunadrang. But up until today, she never came back
She
to
never
us.
came back. I said, Mrs. Abrams, I'm just following up on the conversation we had about the meeting. She wanted the meeting with the exec. So I said, okay, when can we? I sent her the email. Up until today, I haven't received any reply. So what it says is, we have to go to a doorstep and say, what is it? You've asked for us to work with you, so what is still the problem here? We need to unite. If we want Bishop Lavis going forward, seeing and working at all the social economical issues, that's most important. And I don't think she sees what's really needed in Bishop Lavis, and that is to work together, unite.
Because this budget that she was so protecting, you know, this budget that she was so protecting in that meeting, it's our money.
Yes.
It belongs to us. We have to look at how can we engage that budget proactively in the interest of our community,
belongs to the
and not to a
community.
few cronies, you know,
What is it
which
out
she
there?
have there, you know, because that is what it is all about. If she gets 800, remember, for 21 years,
She was a councillor.
800,000 rand per annum. Show me where in Bishop Lavis can we talk about, you know, what has happened to that money, except for a night market here and there. There's no developmental projects within
Bishop
our
Lavis.
area.
Yes.
You know, because ideally we would want to work with each and everybody. But how?
And people is asking.
And
People is asking, where's the money?
We need to have this woman aboard.
Of course.
Because she's the ward councillor. If she's not gonna come and work with us, we're gonna have a problem. Who's gonna sign the permits? Who's gonna do the other things for us? We also do need the money to do whatever to do our thing.
To me, it's obvious. We are not part of the political persuasion of the councillor. And she doesn't see herself as the councillor of the community. And that's why we should even stop calling her the DA councillor. Because she's not supposed to be the DA councillor. She's supposed to be the ward councillor that needs to work on behalf of the ward, the community that have elected her, not the DA that elected her. And so, but the problem is in her mind, she's representing her political party. And until that thing in her mind changed, that she's actually, like I said in the meeting, I've questioned her loyalty. I said, but Are you here to protect the institutions of government? Or are you here to hear what the community is saying? I mean, I could guarantee you all the things that we had as resolutions at that meeting. She never took it to any of the platforms. And we're going to keep her accountable to it.
Yes.
But that is the notion of a mind.
And this was the second time that she said she wanted to work with BLAC. First was for the Paxton event. She said it in front of 12,000 people, more than 12,000 people. And she did it again. So why can't she come aboard? She keep on asking us to add her or to work with her, but she never pitched. So I don't understand what is
The
that.
modus operandi is very clear.
And at
When
BLAC,
at public platforms,
yes,
she would make the commitment, but she would never live up to that commitment. At Paxton, there was 15,000 people, and we gave her the opportunity to speak, and she abused that, making false and empty promises. The other day, it was again a public meeting, making again the same promises, but not living up to it. And this lies must stop. Because we are not the enemy. In fact, we are the victims that are standing up for ourselves, and we say, enough is enough.
So we're here to help. We're here to stand together, to sort out this thing. How can she say she can't do anything about the gangsterism? So the gangsterism is taking basically over and she must keep quiet. But we're not going to keep quiet. We need to change somehow, somewhere, something. Because we cannot just leave it at hang in the air that they cannot take over our streets and our children. That is BLAC's mission.
We have a multidisciplinary approach. We are part of the United Public Safety Forum. And so the other day in our executive meeting, we took a strong decision that we will put the issues of our agenda on their agenda. We will not wait for other people to do things for us, but we will put our issues on the agenda of other institutions, organizations that we partner with. And so on the 27th of April, we will literally make a public case against the councillor, the police commissioner, the Minister of Safety and Security, the mayor, the premier, and whoever is in public safety in those areas, against the National Police Commissioner, the National Minister of Police, and against the President. Why are we doing this? Because we literally want to say that safety, community safety, is a human right. And so we're going to lay a case against, and it's going to be symbolic, but we're also going to take our partners, the United Public Safety Forum, we're going to ask them to engage in a public inquiry. One, a public inquiry in terms of illegal arms. Because Bishop Lavis doesn't have a factory where we make ammunition and guns. Why is it that ammunition and guns are more available in Bishop Lavis than anything else?
We need this, that we stand together as a community. And believe me, people want to, it doesn't matter. Some people is not from Bishop Lavis, but now they start asking questions because we're all sitting with the same thing. We all have the same situations when it comes to water, when it comes to electricity, when it comes to housing, when it comes to whatever. All the communities need to stand together as well. And because BLAC is making waves in Bishop Lavis, it's taking it's drawing all the attention from all the other communities as well. And we cannot do it on our own. BLAC can never do this on our own. We need each and everybody to stand with us.
My dream is for us to realize that, you know, irrespective of how big or how small we are, that we realize that we can make a difference.
My dream is a place where a kid can grow up and become whatever they want to become. My dream is a safe community where community members look out for each other.
my dream is to have a drug-free community and where a child feels there is a safe place to go to.
My dream is towards a culture of activism where we do not allow anybody or anything to trample upon our rights.
My dream is for our next generation to become whatever their heart desires is in a drug-free country.
My dream is to ensure the holistic development of our children in Bishop Lavis to ensure a quality life.